Traveler, can you pass? Oh, they fell asleep. Adventuring truly is tiring work. You can come in. My. I knew I would find you here, but it looks like I've also found a sleeping cutie. Lisa, hello. I hadn't realized you were still in the building. If you're coming to invite me to dinner, I'm sorry to say the traveler and I have already eaten. They surprised me with a pizza today. Dinner? Goodness me, you have been working hard. I suppose you haven't even noticed how dark it's gotten outside. Oh dear, what time is it? Nearly midnight, my dear. Midnight? Oh, no wonder the traveler's fallen asleep. I didn't realize I'd kept them for so long. I should treat them to coffee in the morning to say thank you for all their support. I think that's a lovely idea. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Of course, in order to fulfill that promise, you will have to get some rest yourself. I know. I'll begin wrapping up soon. I just want to finish a few more of these. What is it that you've been working on so fervently? With tax season here, there are a lot of forms to check over and fill out. This stack here? That's right. Well, this is certainly a tall pile. I think you could walk away right now feeling more than accomplished. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That stack is all the forms I need to finish. Well, then surely you weren't expecting yourself to finish these all tonight. It may seem like a lot, but I'm sure it won't take as long as it looks. That pile to your right, is that at least finished? Yes, everything here is good to go. That taller stack is the whole of what's left as well, so please don't worry about there being other work hiding in the wings. Jean. What? Your finished pile is 1/3 the size of your to-dos. How long have you been working on this stack? Well, not counting the break for dinner, close to 7 hours, I think. I was afraid you'd say that. I don't need to explain why it'll be physically impossible to do 21 more hours of work between now and sunrise, do I? Don't worry. I know I can't do it all in one go. I just need to find a good stopping point, and then I'll retire. I promise. It's not that I doubt you, of course. Still, I think I'd better put the kettle on. Oh, you don't have to do that. I'm sure you must be exhausted. Not so tired that I can't keep a good friend company. Besides, this way I can make sure you do in fact find yourself a good stopping point before 2 a.m. Oh, Lisa, wait. Won't the caffeine in the tea keep you awake? No need to worry. I was planning to brew us a nice herbal mint tea tonight. Mint is refreshing and sharpens the mind, but it shouldn't be so strong that it keeps us awake once we're ready for bed. That does sound really nice. I'm always impressed with how extensive your collection is. These are just the ones I keep at work. I can't imagine what you must have at home then. You'll just have to come and visit me sometime then. I will. I must admit that I was surprised that you were still here so long after hours. I hope you weren't troubling yourself just to check on me. Not that I wouldn't happily come and check on you, but the truth is I've only just woken up. What do you mean? It was unusually warm in the library this afternoon. I'm afraid it was too cozy for me to withstand. I suppose everyone is so used to me catching little cat naps at my desk that no one thought to wake me before closing hours. I see. You look like there's something else you want to say. Well, I knew you often took afternoon naps, but those used to be more planned, I thought. It's not like you to fall asleep in the middle of your work. Well, judging by our cutie here, it seems to be going around. Well, in their case, I'm afraid that's my fault. They were running all over Mondstadt today, collecting forms from citizens on my behalf. Poor thing. Always such a busy bee, our cutie. You weren't wrong, though. I didn't used to fall asleep so often during my work. I've been worrying we're overworking you lately. Kaya and Klee have both mentioned seeing you falling asleep at your desk. If you need a break, I hope you know you can always talk to me. Oh dear, I hadn't realized I was worrying everyone. I'll have to apologize to those two when I see them next. It's not that I'm passing out from work exhaustion, so please don't worry. The truth is simply that I've been staying up far too late every night reading. It must be a good book if it's keeping you of all people from sleep. It is, though actually it would be more accurate to say it's a whole series. Albedo recommended it to me. Even if I stay up until the first light of dawn to finish one book, there always seems to be another one to keep me up the next night. I suppose when you think about it, your and my predicament are fairly similar. Just last night I told myself I would get to a good stopping point, but then I finished chapter 9 and told myself it really would be better to read chapter 10 for a round number. Next thing I knew, it was 4 in the morning. I understand that struggle. At least you had fun, though. True enough. The level of fun doesn't help with the drowsiness, though. I really don't know how you manage to get through the day. You don't even take naps. Coffee can help. Sadly, it doesn't seem to help me as much as it used to, but I think it should still work for you. Staying up all night reading sounds far more appealing than staying up working. I do miss the nights when I used to read romance novels by candlelight. Well, there's no reason why you can't do that again. You could use it as motivation to end early tonight. I have some great Fontanian romances in the library right now that I know you'd love. I don't know. Should I really be spending so much time on something so frivolous when there's so much work to do? They're childhood friends to lovers. Well, okay, you win. But at least let me finish the taxes for the lower quarter of the city. Hold on, you're not doing other people's taxes, are you? Well, yes. What did you think? I assumed the acting Grand Master would be busy doing the taxes of the Knights of Favonius. Oh, no, I finished those this morning. Then that means those forms our dear cutie went around town collecting were the townspeople's tax forms. The citizens of Mondstadt are often too carefree to return their library books, too. I'm starting to wonder if we should set up a submission box somewhere lower in town, since everyone seems to find it too hard to come all the way up to headquarters. Well, the city is built into a hill. There are quite a lot of stairs between here and the front gates. That certainly hasn't posed an issue whenever a festival is hosted in front of the cathedral. Maybe those submission boxes would be better off in the taverns, if wine is such a powerful motivator. Actually, that could work. Plenty of Mondstadters finish their evenings either at the Cat's Tail or the Angel Share. That's true. And it serves the taverns as well, since it gives customers an excuse to come in. I'll make a note to speak with Margaret and Master Diluc about this. Thank you, Lisa. I'm happy to help. In fact, I could bring the idea up with the two of them for you tomorrow. I was already planning to make my rounds, tracking down a few unreturned books. That would be great, thank you. Finished? With that report, yes. Surely you've hit a reasonable stopping point by now. There are only 3 forms left from the lower quarter. Can I see them? Here. Ah, the Angel Share's form is here. Master Diluc's staff is always meticulous, so this should be quick and easy to finish up with. After all, we still need to wake poor Cutie and bring them home. Or, I suppose, to wherever it is they've been staying. Do they have a room in the Goth Hotel? I think they use that magical teapot of theirs. Oh, how charming. I've always thought that place was so romantic. Perhaps I should take a trip out to Liyue sometime soon and see if I can find one as well. Alice may be able to fashion something similar. Maybe. That does beg the question of what sort of bells and whistles she might add to it, though. You were right. Elzer's filled out every line with perfect penmanship. There's not a single thing to fix. Well, won't it be lovely to end on a high note? But there are just 2 forms left. But if you stop now, there'll still be enough time for a bit of light reading. All right, you win. Wonderful. I'll go and get your book, and you can wake our dear Cutie here. Traveler. Traveler? Oh, good morning. Or rather, evening. I'm sorry to wake you, but you'll probably do better sleeping in a bed than on my desk, and I do need to lock up now. No, but I wasn't likely to finish it all tonight. Still, I made good headway. Thank you again for all your help today. Well, I did have a little convincing. Hey there, cutie. It's good to see you. Is everyone ready to head home and get some rest? I'm all set. And you, traveler? Wonderful. All set. Lisa and I will walk home, but I presume you'll be heading to your teapot? Then this is where we part ways. Good night, traveler. Sleep tight, cutie. See you around.